time, there was a boy named Nicky who wanted his new mittens made from wool as white as snow. At first, his grandmother, Baba, did not want to knit the snow-white mittens. And Baba said,
"If you drop one in the snow, you never find it."
And Nicky said,
"Oh, please, Baba, make me white mittens."
Nicky wanted snow-white mittens, so Baba finally made them.
"Okay, Nicky."
Pick them up. She knitted his mittens and knitted. Whoops. Okay, hand him the mittens. That's good, honey.
My teeth go right there on me.
There you go. Tuck one in your belt. There you go.
This one?
Mm-hmm. Now walk around. Lily. No, Nicky. Go in the house. Go in the house. Lily. Yeah. Okay, so come out. Now stay there, Benton. And Baba said, when you come home,
First I'll look to see if you sing. Then I'll look to see if you have your snow white mittens.
so off Nicky went into the woods to play in the snow and have fun. Before long, before he knew it, he dropped one of his mittens. And he went on to play. Well, a mole, seeing the mitten on the ground, decided she would like to crawl in. So she snuggled up underneath the mitten. That's good. There you go. Pull it up over you. Mrs. Walmer's on mitten control. There you go. That's not it. Maybe there. Okay, there you go. There you go. Good. Along came Rabbit, and she saw the mitten and thought, that looks like a nice, cozy place to be. So Rabbit crawled in. There you go. All snug and warm in the mitten. Along came Hedgehog, and Hedgehog thought that looked like a nice place to go. Hedgehog crawled in. She snuggled up to Rabbit and Mole, and they were all cozy in the mitten. Along came Owl. And they looked at Owl, and they shook their heads and said,
"No."
but Owl showed them her big talons, and they let her in the mitten. Badger came along, and he looked at the mitten and thought that would be a nice place to keep warm. I think I'll crawl in. But the animals in the mitten shook their heads and said,
"No room."
but Badger showed them his big diggers, and they let him in the mitten. He squeezed up next to Owl, and they were all cozy in the mitten. And the mitten stretched and stretched. Along came Fox. Fox looked at the mitten, and she thought, that looks like a nice place to go. I think I'll crawl in too. But the animals shook their heads and said,
"No room."
but they were kind, and they let her in anyway. Snuggle on in there and snuggle close. Along came a bear. And he looked at the mitten, and they looked at Bear, and they let him in. And then a teeny tiny little mouse comes along, and he decided that was a great place to go. So he snuggled in beside Bear. And they're all cozy in the mitten, and Baba's knitting held strong, and they were warm, and they were all cozy. And then Mouse's whiskers tickled Bear's nose, and Bear said,
"Ha, ha, ha, shout!"
and all the animals went flying out of the mitten. Come back over this way. Come back, sit on your spot. By this time, Nicky had come back, and he was coming back to his house. And he found his other mitten. And Baba was looking for him in the window. Nicky, go in your house. and come around. There you go. And he gave Baba the mittens. And the end.